Hello and welcome to today's webinar, Proofreading for Legal Practitioners, a Roundup. It's lovely to have you with me today. If you haven't met me before, my name's Jackie. I was a corporate solicitor in practice. I worked and trained at Taylor Wessing in London. I moved to the Northwest and I was at Pannoni's and Hammonds in the Northwest. I left practice after 10 years. I've been teaching now for 19 years. I'm qualified to teach up to master's level. I'm a certified management and business educator, but I only teach the areas that I've specialised and worked in practice. And something that I've done a lot of is working with juniors and trainees, which is why you've got me today. Now, today we're going to be thinking about proofreading. And one of the main things I'd like you to take away from today's really short webinar is how important the task of proofreading is. So we're going to look at what it is first, and why nowadays we can't just leave it to Copilot or, alternative AI. And then we're going to think about key strategies for perfect proofing. And what I also would like you to do today is to focus and reflect on your own skills. So thinking about areas that you could think about improving in the future. We'll also technically look at key things to check in a contract, letters and emails. And then I'll just finish up with a few final thoughts. So, first of all, what on earth is proofreading anyway? It should be the final stage when you are producing a piece of written work. And proofing, in simple terms, just means checking a piece of work for errors. And that includes punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Now, it might be the final stage in producing a piece of written work, and a lot of people just treat it as a very simple job. But for anyone that is in the legal area, so any legal practitioner, whether you are a paralegal, an apprentice, a trainee, a senior partner, it is vital that we think about proofing in more technical terms. It means we need to make sure the document or the piece of written work we're looking at is accurate, consistent, and clear. So yes, it always includes checking the punctuation, it always includes checking the grammar. But we need to go deeper than that. We need to make sure we include the facts of the transaction we're working on. So for example, have we got the parties right? And have we got all of the other aspects of the documentation correct? Is it formatted correctly in terms of clause conventions? Do the cross-references work in the document? Is it accurate? Are my definitions consistent? Have I used correct legal terms? Have I got the requisite signature requirements? So if it's signed by the relevant people, will it be binding? Have I chosen the right signature block for the right party? Have I got appropriate homophones? And am I being precise in all of my cross-references? So for example, if I'm saying the confidentiality clause is clause 7, if I'm referring to clause 7 throughout, I need to make sure that that clause 7 is intended to be the clause we're referring to. So checking every single cross-reference that it's the correct one and that it works is vital.